Hello, hello, hello. I have decided to make a video about the samples or decants that have been asked for me to make for friends and fellow frag heads over the, let's say, I think it was last week, what samples I made. So I put the fragrances aside just to make a semi-regular video of the samples that people asked me to make. So number one, this is a new release of the Van Cleef & Arpels. It's called Moonlight Cherry. I don't know if it's been released in North America yet. It's a nice cherry fragrance from their collection. It's closer to the same lines of the Tom Ford Lost Cherry and all of that. The longevity is better than that though. Like on this one, it's in the black collection of those. So it's quite a nice fragrance. I think I decanted almost half of the bottle, and the rest of it stayed for me. I am curious about a few more from the line. I think there's Tamara and there's Musc de Soie that I am interested in finding out what is it about. The next one I have is the famous Bianco Latte that all of you guys know. Bianco Latte is fragrance that really made a lot of hype in Fragcom back in the time. I don't know what it was, but it's like a lactonic sweet fragrance. I made a small sample of it for a friend that they asked me. The next in line from Guerlain, I have Tonka Imperial, one of my favorite Tonka fragrances. Unfortunately, been discontinued, and it's getting harder and harder to get. So I don't know. This is not the only bottle I have, but I don't know how much I'll be decanting out of my sprayer bottle. The next one, this is new to my collection. It's called Frenchy Lavande. It's a nice, freshy lavender for summer. This is also unfortunately being discontinued and won't be available for long. This is a very nice one. I have this bottle and another bottle. I will be decanting one and I'll see if I want to keep the other one. Next bottle in line is Angelique Noir. There's no introduction for Angelique Noir. It's a famous fragrance with Angelica note, and I get some vanilla out of it. It's one of my favorites from the Guerlain. The other bottle we have here is the Spiritus de Boulvigny. I mean, again, there's no introductions are needed for Spiritus de Boulvigny. There are several formats of Spiritus de Boulvigny. There's the first iteration with that red seal, then there's the puffer iteration, and then there's two iteration of the gold bricks with Spiritus de Boulvigny, and then you have this one. To be honest, I think they're all good. There are, like, the newer Spiritus de Boulvigny has also their own cult, like, following them and liking them more than even the older ones. So it's a beautiful vanillic, slightly boozy, woody fragrance. Interestingly enough, somebody asked me, this is not a fragrance that I've been asked for often. Somebody asked me to decant Jumpsuit from YSL for them. It's a very nice fragrance. I mean, there are, again, there's a lot of that vanillic and resinous base in this one, but some florals. I can't remember what the tops are in this one, but this is a very nice fragrance. This is a new acquisition for me, to be honest. I haven't even done a full wear of this one. The other one from the range is the Trench. Trench is one of my favorite Iris Freshy fragrances that I would like to wear in summer. It's really uplifting, beautiful iris with a lot of fresh notes in it. And I have quite a few bottles of the Trench, so I have decanted a little bit of this one. Again, with the kind of tradition of summer coming on, it's 1957, beautiful, musky, fresh fragrance. This is kind of has its own, there's a lot of following for this one. I find this one is more wearable in a lot of aspects and a little bit less niche comparing to other fragrances from the Chanel line, but it's a gorgeous one anyways. The next one, I have Prada Day for Night, and I have Some Velvet Morning. Two gorgeous fragrances. I have decanted too much of the Day for Night. I may just stop decanting Day for Night there, and this is becoming really hard to find these fragrances. stay tuned for the review of those 2 fragrances. Then I have, from Dior line, I have decanted some Gris Dior for a friend of mine. Obviously, Gris Dior is a beautiful rose patchouli fragrance. It's gorgeous. I know that the spirit is out there now, and that's an absolutely beautiful fragrance as well. Then somebody asked me to do a decant of La Col Noir or La Collet Noir. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a Col Noir. For them, that means black glue, I think. This is an absolute beautiful, you know, I am not even a fan of a rose, but I like this rose, and it really cuts the cold, this one. And it would be, I think, it's still beautiful in summer as well. So gorgeous fragrance. Then we have Bois Talisman. This is all I have left from Bois Talisman. I had 2 bottles. I have decanted one completely. Maybe I just decanted after it was partial and I sold it. Then I have this one. Not very favorite of mine. It smells pretty much basically a glorified Maison Martin Margiela by the fireplace. It's not a favorite of mine. Then we have from Aleximus, we have a Caspian Cherry. Of course, I had to have it because the name of Caspian, and I'm Persian, so it goes with all of that. This is a beautiful, sophisticated cherry. I don't know if they went to dupe anything because it doesn't smell like Tom Ford Lost Cherry or anything for me, but it's a beautiful one. Bottles, you know, I agree, they are gaudy. But that's all for the fragrances that I have decanted this week. I'm also proud of kind of organizing my samples a little bit. If you see in the back with this little thing, I mean, it's not very organized, but it's still organized, better than what it was before. Let me just move it here. I'm happy that I've got this thing so it kind of moves and you can see your like, thicker decants, and then in the bottom you have the you have all you know, different parts for things. I think I can do a better job for here, but for now it will do. I'm happy with what the result is, better than what it was. Anyhow, you have a good day, and I'll touch base with you later. Bye.